Welcome back to Television A7. Thank you guys for watching. I don't want to hold y'all too long, but I did want to come on and talk to you guys about Kelsey Nicole. She is getting ready to do this podcast in a couple days after 4 years. Okay, you guys remember Kelsey Nicole is the ex best friend of Megan Thee Stallion, was in the car that night the whole shooting situation went down. She was at the courts, was mum's the word, okay? So now she decides she wants to go on a podcast to talk about what happened that night of the shooting. So I want to get into the clips of what's to come from this podcast. It's called the Danza Project, and the episode will be dropping on March 3rd. But they put out a teaser, so let's get into it.
Hello.
Prayers are very real.
Well, you're the one that knows what really happened.
That morning I woke up and I had said a prayer. If there's something that's not for me, show me that. And that night, it was like destruction. You know, you have to be prepared for what you ask for.
Well, there's a video that's out there, and the video shows this, and it shows that.
I'm positive there was a video. There had to have been one. How you're in LA, you're in Hollywood. When it comes to a point where alcohol takes over and you become a different person, it's time to let that shit go. Everybody's lives that night changed.
Is that night the night that you actually found out about the betrayal?
So yeah, it did end up coming out that night that she had been betraying me. Believe it or not, that was my last time ever seeing her.
Normally I'm a sweetie pie, P-R-T-T-Y, but I'm P-E-T-T-Y. Why did you lie about your lipo? Fucking your best friend, man, is crazy, you the type, though.
All right, so that was the clip, and yeah, they a little shady for that Nicki Minaj there at the end. But let me know what you guys think about it. Kelsey speaking out after all this time. Do we care? Do we really care? It's been 4 years. Megan said what she said on his. She said, I'm going to get this off my chest and be done with it. So I hope that when this interview drops that Megan could not say anything and just let it be what it is. Because whether you are on Megan's side or not, whether you agree with the verdict or disagree with the verdict, it's like, Kelsey, you had your chance to speak in the courtroom. You got there and pled the fifth. You got there and didn't say anything. Why do we need to hear it 4 years later? Let me know what you guys think about it. I want to get into some of these comments here on the Neighborhood Talk and drop your comments down below. Someone says, girl, you have full-blown amnesia on the stand. I don't care what you say. So you talking to a podcaster but didn't speak during the case? We don't want to hear it now. Lying on the stand just to speak on a podcast, 2024 is wild. Girl, please, we wanted to hear this years ago when it happened. In the words of the great Keke Palmer, the storyline has run stale. I don't respect people who link with someone's enemies once they fall out. Oh, you can remember some ish now? Even the judicial system acknowledges that there are very few perfect victims. Meg could be a terrible friend and still a victim of violence. These two things can be true at the same time. One doesn't nullify the other. And the last comment I'll read, we waited all this time for her to sit on a podcast? A podcast, though? Y'all didn't learn anything from Karen Steffens? Corinne Steffens. Make a book, then promote it on the podcast. Like, girl. But yes, two things can be true. Megan was not right for betraying Kelsey and going behind, sneaking behind to hook up with Tori. However, no one deserves to be shot at either. Let me know what you guys think about everything. Will you be tuned in to the podcast? Even if you don't watch it, the clips will circulate via social media like they always do. Drop your thoughts down below. Thank y'all for watching Television 87. And if you want to check out another one of my videos, I have one right here for you guys. And I will catch y'all in the next